What is going on, guys? It is your boy Tickety here, and the unthinkable has just happened this morning. There's going to be no crazy intro like the last video. There's going to be no insane thing that I did the last time I did one of these videos. But it is official. It is happening. It is actually happening. This is actually facts. There is no speculation. There is no what if. There is no, strand of a leak that might lead to it actually happening in the future. It is official. We can now officially change our PlayStation Network names. And before we go into the article, I just wanted to point out some of these tweets that I saw this morning. This is, of course, from Christian, of course, my coworker here on PlayStation Source. And he put up this tweet, "Hell has frozen over now that we can change our PSN names." And also we have one from PlayStation UK that goes, "Hey, XX underscore, what's up, 69 underscore X, it's your lucky day." This, man, shout out to PlayStation UK. Honestly, shout out to PlayStation UK. I don't live in the UK, I'm in the US, but you know what? UK, that was a good one. That was a good one. So this news broke this morning here on the PlayStation blog, and we're just going to go over it. We're just going to read all of this because there is a little bit to unpack here. Not a ton, but we're just going to go over everything that was said here involving the PlayStation Online ID changes that we'll be able to change, thus changing your name in the coming weeks. So this is written, of course, by Sid Schumann. Shout out to Sid Schumann. Obviously, he's a really, prominent guy at PlayStation PR type of thing and stuff like that. He does a lot of kind of he's kind of been that mouthpiece for PlayStation for around a year or two now. But he starts out by saying, "We're happy to announce that we will soon begin testing the long-awaited feature that will allow users to change their PlayStation Network Online ID from their PlayStation 4 system. The Online ID change feature beta will be a part of the PlayStation Preview program and will become available to select users that have pre-registered as testers for previous PS4 system software betas." So that is, really important to point out there that it is not available to everyone on PSN. This is just for those that are in that program. Me, I'm not, because I only have one PS4. If I had multiple, I'd be down to do the whole, early feature program where you can test the new software and stuff like that. That is en route to PS4, but I just figured, let me just not do that because I have one PS4. I don't want a software to go out and it break my console or something crazy like that. During the preview program, you will be able to change your online ID as many times as you want. The first change is free, and changes after that will cost $10, but for PS Plus members, it will cost $5. After the first change, changes to online ID can be made through the settings menu or via the profile page of your PS4. So that's important to note here that a lot of people, that was a big kind of thing that I started pointing out, where I was like, hey, listen, like Sony, when you roll this out, if you roll this out, you could definitely charge just like Xbox, and people will pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And I just noticed, hey, if my eyes are a little squinty, I'm sorry, I just got up like half an hour ago, so like I'm still on the road to getting up, but beside the point. I just saw myself in the camera, I'm like squinting, but beside the point. Yeah, so it will be a thing that costs money. However, they did note that the first change will be free, so that's good. So if you have a crazy username like the one that PlayStation UK shout out, the XX whatever Savage 69 whatever, you can change that for the first time for free, so that is good as well. When you change your online ID, you will have the option to display your previous ID with your new ID, so your friends can recognize you. Once you decide to display your old ID or not, you won't be able to adjust this after completing this online ID change process. So that's interesting. So that's a really interesting point that I feel like a lot of people are kind of like brushing over. So you have the ability to show both your old and your new ID once you change it, but once you select a type of setting where if you want to show it or you don't want to show it, you can't go back and revert it. So I think that's pretty weird. I think there should be like a grace period in that, where like, hey, let's say for the first month or first however long you want it to be, whatever, we will show your friends both IDs, and then after a while. Once your friends know your new online ID, it should go away because like they don't really need to recognize you anymore at that point because they already know your new ID. So I think that should be a feature, or at least something that like you can turn off in settings however you want. But that is a little weird to mention. That I should, you know, just point that out. This feature is compatible with PS4 games originally published after April 1st, 2018, and a large majority of the most played PS4 games that were released before this date. However, please note, not all games and applications for PS4, PS3, and PS Vita systems are guaranteed to support the online ID change, and users may occasionally encounter issues or errors in certain games. If for any reason you experience issues after changing your ID, you can revert back to your original ID for free at any time. You will only be able to revert once during the preview program. Reverting back to an old ID will resolve most issues caused by the ID change. In addition, when this feature officially launches, a list of compatible games published before April 1st, 2018 will be provided on PlayStation.com for reference before you make a change. So that is some pretty, you know, at least, you know, that's just stuff to lay out here, right? So they say that, you know, not all games will support this feature, that some games, you know, before April 1st, 2018, that's the massive date that they are cutting off, I guess. Some games before that will not be able to display or support your old ID, and you might run into some issues that they say you have, and that they essentially say that, hey, if you run into any issues, just change it back to your original ID. But then it says that, you know, it will fix most of the, where is this, it says that it will, oh, right here, it will resolve most issues caused by the ID change. So what does that mean? Like, does that mean that like there could be some permanent damage done to a game experience that you used to have on your old ID, that you, when you try to change your ID, now it's all messed up? I don't know, that's just interesting to point out there that you know, they said most issues will be resolved, not all issues, you know, so that's kind of weird in itself. But maybe they're still testing it. Obviously they're working on the beta, so I'm assuming that, you know, with this beta they will be able to understand this more and really understand the more ramifications of changing your online ID to a game that doesn't support it. But I just think that was really weird to mention, and, you know, kind of off-putting in a way. But they also mentioned that they will of course put out a list of compatible games published before April 1st that will be okay with the online ID change and stuff like that. And lastly, here on his post, the preview program for this feature is scheduled to conclude at the end of November 2018. The full rollout of the feature to all PS4 owners is planned for early 2019, so stay tuned for updates down the road. So this is available right now for those that are on the PlayStation preview program. Me, I am not, and me, honestly, I'm cool by name. I might change it. I'm gonna just look and see what's available. Who knows, maybe I change it, maybe I might not. But there it is. We are getting, and technically, if you're on the preview program, it is available right now. You can go change your ID, I believe, right now. Or the beta, I'm not sure if it's out right now or the beta is coming in the next few days or few weeks, but it is definitely soon. And, you know, with them saying that they want to end the beta for this PSN online ID type of test type of thing at the end of November, that must mean that, you know, we will have this feature in no time, and probably in the next few days, few weeks. But there we go, we got it. It is insane. We've asked him this for years now, and it is official. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you want to change your current online ID to? What is it now? What do you want to change it to? Are you in the preview program? If you are, I would love to get in touch with you. That way I can talk to you about this process, how it went. So especially if you are on the preview program, definitely let me know. Send me a DM, drop in the comments, and I will you know, for sure reach out to you, because I would really like to talk to you about your experience on changing your online ID. Was it a easy process? I want to know the whole thing. I would love to get in touch with you and just get your feedback on the overall change and how that went, at least in the preview program terms. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like on that, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with latest greatest in PlayStation. And of course, in the description, make sure to check out our Instagram and Twitter to follow us on there. Thank you for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.